Welcome back to the number one. You heard me right. I said number one, the number one YouTube channel in all of North America, shot in London. Whoa, what do you think about that? Okay. Bro, I feel so white. I feel like a white guy. I mean, I am fucking white, but alright, so look, what I'm gonna be talking about today, something that I struggled through with my whole fucking life. It is dealing with anger. Right? So since I was a little kid, I was pissed as fuck, bro. I wanted to murder people, bro. I tried committing murder multiple times before the age of 13. That's a true statement. Now, before I get into any of that, I'm going to go into an analogy, right? So look, I'm gonna ask you these simple questions, all right? You're gonna answer them rhetorically, but look, we're gonna get to a point. First, you're gonna be like, "Why are you talking about oranges, Ivan?" And I'm gonna be like, "Look, you don't get it. There's a fucking plan. This is the master plan. You're right here. My vision is here. So let's just go with it." There's an orange, and if you squeeze it, what comes out? Apple juice? No, you're fucking retarded. It's orange juice, right? Now, if your mom squeezes that orange, what's gonna come out? Orange juice. If your teacher squeezes it, if a police officer squeezes it, what's gonna come out? Orange juice. If your kids squeeze it, what's gonna come out? If your parents squeeze it, grandparents, whole family squeezes it. Every single person in the whole world lined up squeezes the orange. What's gonna come out? Orange motherfucking juice. So, when anger comes out, that's because when we are being squeezed, right? When we are being put under tension, under pressure, and anger is coming out, it's because that's what's inside. That's what you have inside. If you're struggling with anger, it's because you have anger within you. The world around you does not make you angry. The world itself is neutral. It's not positive, it's not negative, it just is. That's the world, right? And then we come into the world and we're like, you know what? I don't like the way they're talking to me. I don't like the way they just touch my shoes. I just bought these fucking Jordans. You know, oh, my mom, she's annoying. I hate her. Want to kill people. My name's Kyle. I drink Red Bull. I sit in the back of the class with my hood up. And that's, that happens. So how do you deal with this anger? Right? Well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm literally gonna tell you how to do it. And if you do it, you're gonna feel better, right? One way is to love more. That's it. You just love more. You feel that shit in your heart. You feel it in your heart area. Like the other day, I was on the other, like sliding over on this couch. If I slide over a few feet, that's where I was, and I just had this. I didn't even know where the fuck it came from. It was this enormous energy, like bring it on, beaming out of my chest, and it wasn't in my heart because I know where my heart is. It was inside. It was like if you were to split me open, you would not see anything but my organs, but there was like that energy just pushing out of my chest. That was my love energy. I felt so amazing, right? Now, another one is to forgive. That's another one. And it's not just forgiving the other people, it's forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself, we always tend to forget to even do that. Like, I gotta forgive myself for being weak, right? I gotta forgive myself for not standing up for myself when I should have. But when we forgive ourselves, we accept that we are flawed by nature. And when we accept that within us, we can accept it in the other people. Let's just say that you had a dad who was very angry as well. And he was very abusive, physically abusive. Let's just say he abused your mom. Let's just say he abused you as well. You're gonna be really pissed and you're going to be in a very vulnerable situation, and you might be very angry. You might even want to kill him. Now, what you can realize is when you learn to forgive yourself and forgive others, when you accept yourself and you accept the world for what it is, and you realize that there is no should, there is no shouldn't, that life doesn't need to be any specific way. That life just is. You'll realize that, you know what? Those people were just acting from their state of consciousness. Whatever, if it was very low, that's where it was. People think, people act, people breathe, people walk, people eat, people laugh, people memorize, people love at their level of consciousness. Whatever level of consciousness that is. Sometimes we deal with very low consciousness beings. And you know what? That's just the way it is. They don't need, there is no should be high level of consciousness. There is no should be any level of consciousness. There just is, right? Because the fact of the matter is there's really only one consciousness, right? That's the whole world. You can believe that, you cannot believe that. But whatever. I'm not going to get into that in this video. And you see, when you accept that, it's like the biggest thing is like acceptance, right? That's the biggest thing. If you just stop watching this video right now and you're like, oh wait, acceptance, okay, that's what it is. That's how you can cure your anger problems, through acceptance. And acceptance does not mean don't do anything about it. It's like similar to patience. People think patience means don't do anything. No, acceptance means look at it truthfully for what it is. What you want to do is you want to flatten out the image. What does it mean to flatten out an image, right? Oh, this is perfect. All right. What is this? You might say it's a bird. You might say this is mistletoe. You might say he's red. Right? No, you're wrong. This is a coaster. This is a piece of cardboard. And these are wavelengths. These are vibrations that vibrate to make the colors green, to vibrate the colors white, gray, red, orange. Those are vibrations. These are not colors. This is not red. This is a vibration that makes that color. And that's why my eyes perceive it as red now. So, let's just say you got angry at your girl. She crossed the line. She wasn't supposed to do that, was she? Now, let's flatten out the image. Right? You're not angry at her, right? Which feeling is an emotion, right? Let's flatten out this image, right? So we feel that energy inside of ourselves. We get these thoughts, right? How does that energy feel around our body, around our heart, around our legs? That's how you flatten out the image, right? Now, I'm not saying that getting angry is bad, because it's not, right? There is no emotion that is bad. None whatsoever. All emotions, my bad. All emotions are perfect just the way they are. They are there because we need them, right? Sometimes we need to use jealousy, right? Sometimes we need to use anger. Sometimes we need to use love, right? So anger can be used to propel yourself forward. See, if we look at the power versus force chart, you see, you got the bottom, you got these feelings of grief, right? And when you're in a state of grief, you're not really acting. You're not really changing. You're kind of submitting yourself to the world in a negative way, right? Now, when you get into anger, there's a lot of action. People become successful being in anger their whole life, literally. They get rich, but you know what? Rich, you can still be fucking miserable, right? Because You're vibrating at that level of anger. That's gotten you to your success. But if you want to keep going even higher in this broad term success, then you must leave that state of anger, right? That's what you do. And you continuously let it go. You just continuously let it go. If you're stuck in that anger state, you have to continuously let it go. Continuously let it go. Continuously let it go. Because there are things that we cannot change. And there are things that we can't control. And if you can control yourself, but you cannot control your past, and you cannot control the actions of others, but you know what we can control? The way we perceive them and the way we choose to act upon them. And many times this will benefit us. I'll give you a few examples in my own life. Let's say the other day I got a few a hate message on my Instagram, which you should subscribe to. I mean, you should follow, which you probably already do. But Odd Resilience is the same shit. It's the name, same title. Anyway, and they said some really mean things, and I was over here thinking like I could just reply with that same energy. But that's not what I'm going to do, because I'm a higher conscious being and I understand what's going on in the mind of this individual. So instead I replied lovingly. And I came from a point of understanding. And they were like, you know what? You're really cool. You're amazing. I love your videos. You know, you're inspirational. It makes me happy. You know, it keeps me going forward. Words like that. Those weren't the exact words. It was like a different paragraph, but the same meaning behind it, same intention behind it. And I thought this person would have probably like unfollowed or unsubscribed or continuously left more negative messages, but I converted them through my state of being. And that's what you're gonna do, right? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna develop yourself into a much higher conscious and much more aware, right? What we do is, you do this in meditation. So I would also say go meditate every fucking day. Different kinds of meditations. There's meditations to open up your heart. You can look those up. You can listen to music in 528 hertz frequency, right? That's DNA repair, heart repair. I put it in some of the videos that I make because I want that. I think it's important, right? But when you meditate, you observe your thoughts. You observe your feelings, right? And as I've mentioned before, feelings create thoughts. Thoughts create feelings, work interchangeably. They both work together. Your thoughts make your feelings make your thoughts. Write that shit down, put it in your notes, write on your fucking forehead, look at it, put that shit on your dick, and whenever you're gonna go take a piss, you're like, oh shit, okay, cool, you know? Okay, and then what happens is, when we're observing them, we're like, you know what? This isn't a healthy thought. I don't like this. It's not serving me. It does not have purpose in my life. So I'm going to let it go. I'm just going to release it. It no longer serves you, so fucking release it. And there you go, boom. That's how you get rid of that shit. I'm living proof of it. I'm speaking out of my truth, out of my experience, and I think I've had crazy fucking life. And because of that, it's taught me so much, and I feel just fucking blessed. I just feel fucking abundant. I just feel like I have a perspective that's very unique and very developed. And I want to share that with people. I feel like that's part of my purpose, to just live and share my experience of living so that others could live more like me. Now, I'm not saying I'm fucking perfect, because what is perfect, right? What is perfect? Perfect is a fantasy. And if we're always aiming for perfection, you will fail. You will be a loser, you'll be a failure your whole entire fucking life. Because if you're aiming for perfection, right, well then, you're always gonna lose, right? But, you know, as above, so below, and we shall say that you are perfect as you are. We call that wabi-sabi in Hindu. Wabi Sabi. I used to be Wabi Sabi Tribe Productions, if you guys remember that shit. But the Wabi Sabi, you know, the perfect and the imperfect. Things are perfect just the way you are, right? So there is no need to change you, right? There is no need to change because you're perfect just the way you are. But at the same time, if we want to grow, if you want to grow, that's the thing. If you want to grow, you need to change. But if you don't want to grow, that's perfectly fine. You don't need to change. You can be just the way you are if that's how you like your life. Now, take this knowledge, take it somewhere, write it down, put it in your diary, share it with a friend. Tell them, like, you don't have to share this video. That would be pretty fucking cool too. But what you can also do is you speak to your friend about what you heard. And then that will be more written into your memories. That will be more written into your neurons that fire together, wire together. And if you want to make something long lasting in you, that's what you need to do. You need to just like clump it up with different things, right? So telling people, writing it down, watching things like this. That's what's gonna get you to where you want to. Not just watching, but doing. Watching and doing. Watching and doing. Doing, learning, da-da-da-da. But doing is more important. I'd say you could probably do more. Nah, you know what? I'm not gonna say which one is more important. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. I hope this shit made you happy. I hope this shit made you sad. I hope you shit yourself while you were watching this. Bro, I swear I'm fucking funny to myself. You probably didn't laugh. You were probably like, oh man, I did shit myself. How did he fucking know? Third eye power. That's how I fucking knew. Anyway, take care. Leave a comment. Leave a like if you want to. Same reason, if you want to change, you can do it. You can grow. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. So if you want to help me grow this channel, if you want other people to know this kind of information, if you are fired up about life, share this video. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah. Or watch it again so it has more views, you know, just to, like, you know, brush up my ego. Anyway, peace out.